Okay. Legs stretched.
I will not rest until the Naru is whole once again.
I think Cleric's okay. I think Conjurer's okay. This card's good. Let's take an Auspicious Spirits. Probably a Steward here. Armor Bender and Moshog are just bad. Steward can be good. We'll just grab a 2 here. I don't like this one. I kind of don't mind the 3 mana 2/2 that spits out bananas for just me. I don't like giving my opponent the bananas. Still got to pick up 2s. I do like Cabal Acolyte. I think it's better than Tutor. It's better stats on the you know, just without the spell burst, but it can be quite nice. I'm gonna take it, and we'll grab a Proto here. I think Smite is okay. Radiant I would run, but I think I would take Smite over Radiant. Grab the Wrapped Golem for sure. Hey, Koozie. Seance is bad. It's kind of fun. I think we take it over Shark Fan. I think it's better than Shark Fan. But Wrapped Golem's just nasty, right? Probably just grabbing a Brew here. You can go Conjure on 1 Brew. Just gonna, these are just garbage, so Brew at least has a chance to do something beneficial. We'll go up Proto Drake here over, I mean, Insight's pretty bad. Smite's okay. So I really like Fool. I like both Fools, actually. Miss Banana Fortune Teller synergy. Yeah, thankfully. This guy's Spell Burst or what? You can do Spell Burst. Fairground Fool's probably better, honestly. Drawing cards is so nice. Let's take the Fairground. We know how hard it is to find 3s. Let's grab a Stranger as well. But let's open some packs and see if they give us any golden cards. We need golden cards. Alright, this one's for Bert, the banana vendor himself. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Alright, let's do one for Kawhi Ryan. Golden, oh no, I already drafted one. Okay, well the next one will be golden, right? Golden, please. This one is for Savantius, who wants a golden card. I want a golden card. Double rare, no absolute stinkers of a pack. That's pretty good, right? That's interesting. The Light It Burns is so good, but I just feel like you kind of have to have these Draconic Studies. Great Spellburst activators. Thing is, there's not always going to be a target you want to use it on, whereas if you play this and then Draconic Studies, you're always going to be okay with that, right? Duster over Berserker. And I think Penance over Thresher. I'm not in love with Thresher. And it's nice to have a couple of cheap, just interactive spells, I think. Want Nether Spite. We'll pass a Bookworm. Both would be okay for the deck, but Nether Spite's more fun. Another Penance. Now I kind of would rather have Thresher and take this Penance. Dwarf isn't bad either. Let's just grab another Penance. They're fun, right? They're kind of good. We'll grab a Dirigible here. Need 3s. Bill and Bull. What's up, Bill? What's up, Bull? This is some vile shit here. We have a mech. A couple of dragons. A pretty good curve to where we might not want sheep. Sidekick, I don't think it's unplayable or anything. Maybe it's just sidekick. Alright, sure. This card's good. It's a good infused card. And Priest of the Deceased is nice, but I think you're supposed to take all of these stinking Forensic Dusters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Could use a few more real 2 drops, but we could use a few more real 3 drops too. Would love to be picking up the Dragon over the Radiant here for our Nether Spite, but Claw Machine's too good. Don't want Don't want a second sidekick? No, Dexter's enough. Moat Lurker, Brewmaster. I think grabbing the one's not so bad. We have some high value cards. Might want to prolong the game a bit. This card's okay, this card's okay. I think I'll just take another Stranger. Just nice to have these secrets. We can make it cost 0. We can grab a Holy Power Infusion. Reformer, certainly not bad, but it's not great either. I think I'd rather have this too. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 real 2s. Let's grab another Informant. And I think this is actually kind of close, but it's just our 3rd dragon for Nether Spite, so we kind of want to have another dragon. Raised Dead's great. Hi, hey Sarakuyo. We drafted 5 Claw Machine Priest. Check it. And Kael'th Loss. Hey, another dragon. I do like Priest of the Feast, but if we get offered another Nether Spite, if we're raised deading our Nether Spite, or, you know, making our Nether Spite more consistent, that's pretty good. These are trash. I think this card is better than this. Merlocula's not bad. Sandra, just not great. I think I'll just take a Mass Hysteria, although I don't love that card that much either. I think Hysteria or Clean the Scene are both preferable. Sometimes it's, I don't know, it does something, right? It does, at least does something that most of the cards in our deck don't do. Redbeard, you really calmed down on your drinking. You remember, like, what, 4 years ago? Felt like everybody watching was on a bender. Well, it was me and Red Zesty and T-Bone. And you. That was a dark time. No location? Yeah, not getting a lot of locations. Nor are we getting a lot of wins.
You asked for it.
Which seems, seems to be a correlation there. Just finished my first ever back-to-back. I'm super pumped. Hell yeah, dude. I've got 8 wins total today. I guess we've got 5 wins total today. But some of them came from yesterday's run, so I'd say 8. We're playing against the Menace David Blowy. David Blowy. David Blow Me.
Side effects? No. Trust me.
The only time I've gotten locations every game I've drafted one was when I tried the Warlock one, and it is shit. Don't draft it. I want to draft it. Somebody whomped me with it.
This might sting.
Drink with me, friend.
I'd rather just get the trade. I'm trying not to drink caffeine. It seems to be a mistake. My body cannot function without a small amount of caffeine now. I'm going out the 2-drop to see, and I got the stag on turn 1. Sorry, what? How many fun discovered cool priest cards we got? A couple. 2? 7? Good luck with that. Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna get some caffeine and pour it in this water. Some caffeine powder. Have to be caffeinated at work to be Fergie the old BS, yeah. Yeah, it seems
Where you followed.
like a bold attempt.
Side effects? No.
I think I'm failing.
Trust me.
A charming composition.
Oh. What's all these stink lines coming out of this female character's lower region? I don't know. What are your top 5 Bowie songs? Rock and Roll Suicide? Moon Age Daydream? 5 Years? Young American? Space Oddity? Under Pressure? The Man Who Sold the World, maybe? Starman, maybe. How many was that? A 7 drop? Just take a 7. That's a big doggy. Under Pressure's cheating, it's too good. I do like Queen. Just Dance is great. Let's Dance? Let's Dance. Sweet. Let's Dance is really good. This isn't Bowie, but let's dance. Put on your red shoes and dance the blues.
You fight me, you get burned.
Changes is a good song. You know, I'm not big on Changes. I'm not big on Fame.
Out on you.
My buddy loves Fame. Dan loves Fame. Fame a good song? I don't like it.
A waste of time.
This thing gained him about 8,000 life. Throwing that out there.
A waste of time.
What about Black Star? Is that the album or is that a song? I didn't hear the last Bowie. I haven't listened to the last Bowie album. Is that called Black Star? Would be on my short list of favorite Radiohead songs. Rebel? Yeah, Rebel's good too. Rebel's good. Actually doesn't match up super well with what he's doing. Let's see if we can get that 3 drop back.
Where you followed.
I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I don't have another dragon. This one's pretty good too. I can play it next turn. Maybe I do that next turn.
Side effects? No.
I don't know. I'm gonna end up my plays. Width of a Circle is my all-time favorite Bowie. That one's on The Man Who Sold the World, or am I might just be making stuff up. Yeah, that's the first track. Okay, maybe that... Yeah, that's a really good song. I actually had that album, like, that whole album. Best that Bowie album is Low. What about Ziggy Stardust? Ziggy Stardust is a good song too, right? No? David Blowy. Ziggy's Great too, but Low is all time. If he goes face, we still take 8.
Time runs out on me.
Well, we take 13.
You want it?
True, we live in an age of wonder.
Once upon a time.
This shall be tolerated.
Let's play that. She might be getting burned out or whatever, but I just can't heal that much. I mean, like healing for 2 and then like not getting this out feels worse. It's a decent plagiarize. Yeah, I think they panicked and threw this out because they were roping. Yeah, that's a good song. Weird Laughing Gnome by Bowie. I don't think so. What did that do? It's not like a billion to me. Summon a full board. Seems to be what it always does.
Keep your thoughts to yourself. Once upon a time.
I mean, none of this matters. Right? I'm gonna miss a song though. I'm gonna get my caffeine in my water.
Zyrella versus Jaina.
You asked for it. For the light. For my daughter.
Okay. And we're back. Red, can you do me a favor? Sure. Raid feels hard. I mean, there's just a lot of games where you don't have any real impact on the game.
Don't keep your thoughts to yourself.
Advice from old fart. Try Bowie's album named Outside. We need more old farts giving advice.
Come on, share.
I can't wait to see what Pierce's favor is. I think it's gonna be good.
The culprit was not tidy.
Additive Positude, Marty, thank you guys, and Buggy, thank you guys for the follows. I'm so sorry if you're still here. You take a bite out of a baby Ruth and scream, "Hey, you guys," really loud while smiling. Ruth? Baby Ruth? No. No, I can't do that. No matter how many times you commission it from my fans only, and I'll tell you what, if I ever do it, I'm gonna wear pants. I don't care what you ask for. Chat is super boomer right now. This is good. We need to cherish our old people. Redbeard and Dreads. Sheer 96. We must cherish the old people.
A whirlwind flavor.
I'm more of an 80s guy. You like you too?
Come on, share.
Team Liquid specified in the contract that you could definitely not do that. Or I know you'd be all over it. Pantsless sloth cosplay. Hey man, whatever it takes to make $1. I only listen to music from the 20s. Nothing bops harder than Rockin' Robin. This guy's got a lot of cards in hand.
We'll be fine. It wasn't that big. We'll be fine. It wasn't that big.
Here. It's a 1 mana 5/5, I guess. Why has he got all these good cards that he's played? What his burned card is an Elven Archer?
Actually, I'm good here.
Ooh, shut the hell up. We're in a lot of trouble here. Trick Totem knows that I hate it. I sat and I was considering pinging its last health away. Then I thought better of it. Trick Totem could clearly sense my distrust and it cast Plague of Flames. Yeah, you gotta trust wholeheartedly in that card. You do. I agree. Could trade there and trade there. I would have traded here. But I guess they didn't want to do what I would have done.
This might sting. Is someone injured?
Actually, I'm good here.
Whenever Trick Totem doesn't work out for you, it just means that you have gained more favor with Yogg. I gained favor with both. You sell the Pikachu hat? No, it's over there. Do you want it? $850. Redbeard, listen to a laughing gnome if you ever need cheering up. I do. I follow Pierce's stream. I think it's one of the best in the business.
A charming composition.
2 cards or 1 dragon? 1 dragon's pretty good, right? Makes me want to push everything face. But I think I'll take that.
It'll be our little secret.
Play around Silas, please. I am. Don't worry. Scaunchy. Oh, gross. Thank you, Scaunchy. Let's play one for Pierce.
We'll be fine. It wasn't that big.
Maybe 1 for Pierce. Just 1. While we got him here. While we got him by the balls. 8, 16.
A place to hide.
I guess I could heal too. So I could play those both.
The culprit was not tidy.
Silas and Rabbit are in chat. They are, yeah. Silas positioning is here too. He's back. He's back from the dead. I thought you'd like the idea of me doing that for you. I do, actually. You're a beautiful, red-headed Irish babe, correct? I'm seeing double. 4 tonks. The song played during our honeymoon. Pierce and I were in love.
Need a hand, explorer?
Don't report for duty. Tonks reporting for duty.
Time runs out on me.
Who's tonk? It's more tonk. We're tonking it up here.
You win.
Zephyrus Tonk. Hey Davey, what the hell are you talking about? Oh god.
Zyrella versus Thrall.
You know?
For Doomhammer.
We had 8 damage. Alex, we did, yeah.
For my daughter!
Yeah, we did. I think, I don't know if Pierce is still here, if he's already passed out. I think, Reptilia may be Starfucker's best album. Contrary opinion, I think it might be their best album. What do you think about that? It is extremely good, yeah. Yeah. They have like a self-titled and Jupiter, right? Is Jupiter, I think, the name of an album?
Is someone injured?
And then Reptilia. Oh, and then Miracle Mile. Miracle Mile's really good too. Pretty decent deck. Our deck? Yeah, we have an okay deck. Decks don't really matter. If you don't have wild seed cards or locations, it doesn't seem to matter much. think Starfucker is my favorite album. The self-titled one? You know, no. No, absolutely not. Maybe, I don't know. It's hard to argue against any of them. That one they did after this one stinks though. Makes me angry. That's their first bad album they actually put out after like what, 5 albums? What's the first one have? Oh yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, Florida actually I don't like that much. It's good. Okay, it's good. It's good. Pop song, German Love. Yeah. Yeah, okay. It's hard to argue against.
Our little secret.
Every song on the album's great. I think this is the weakest track, I think. And the issue slightly is it's tough. It's not bad, but it's tough when you start with the weakest track.
Your mind is not
Just
your
right away.
This is a good album though. Lost to a shaman that renewed himself from 3 to 30, then got Zephyrus randomly from the 2-2 into Bloodlust for lethal. Oh dear. That's not good. Holly's also very good. You know, if just looking at the track list, I've listened to this album probably at least 50 times straight through, maybe 100. I don't know, maybe more. But looking at the titles of most of the tracks, I couldn't tell you which track it is. It's like, it's pretty short. How long is this album? About like 30 or 40 minutes. And everything kind of bleeds together quite well. And like you said, I never skip anything. I try not to skip stuff with, you know, most albums I listen to consistently. It's like I'm like very rarely I'm like, oh, it's this one. You know, I quit for the day after that game. I want that card.
Right away.
Can't guarantee it, huh?
Join us in death.
Oh, I want that one too. I guess I don't care which one I get. Oh no, I can guarantee it, huh? That one might be better, but I could spit out my own, right?
Join us in death.
Okay, let's just shoot it.
Dance, the culprit was not tidy.
Darn it. Zaf. Thank you, Zaf, for the follow. If aliens came to Earth and we need to beat them in a music showdown, which 3 artists, musicians should we send? This is the dumbest question I've ever heard. And one that begs great consideration.
Don't keep your thoughts to yourself.
Put some gloves on. Join us in death.
Right away.
Where you followed?
I need more cards.
Join us in death.
I guess I might as well just heal and take my card, even if I roll a healing totem or whatever. What if I don't roll a healing totem? We're gonna send the Midnight to fight him? Okay. The worst loss I have this meta so far is against a paladin who got double Stewart buff. Then it makes the power move of changing his hero power to improve mage hero power, only to get Finley from the Murloc, which gives each player Murloc, which gave him his hero power back. Paladin hero power. Yeah, it sounds like you got whooped. I need to clear my board.
A place
They're
to
on
hide.
to us.
Banger. Quick look through. This has got to be #1 on the album. Pop song though. My perception, my opinion of pop song changed after I saw them live. And it was I think by far the best live track they did. It was so good. Every time I listen to it now, I remember when I saw them live, and I enjoy it more now. But I always liked it, but... I would send DFA. Oh, 1979. Yeah, I don't know if that would help, but I feel like we were sending some kick-ass rockin' tandem. We're sleeping on Isabella of Castile. I like that song a lot too. Good closing track. I don't think it's the last track, or is it? It's like second to last, right? Second to last, yeah. If this is in the right order, I think this is the right order. Good kind of album ending track, I think. I like that. Now, I'm not sleeping on nothing, also, for the record. I'm for it all. Don't get me wrong.
I got you, friend.
I'm for it all. We're getting the band back together. Which band? My friend Jesse saw Death from Above, 1979. And I can't remember if he said it was the best concert he ever went to. I don't think he ever said that. He said it was a lot of fun. It was really good. I think he said it was the loudest concert he ever went to. He said it was the loudest that anybody had. And my friend Jesse probably seen, you know, hundreds of bands. And he's like, yeah, they were by far the loudest band I ever saw. I was like, cool. That's cool. What do you think the best class in Arena is this expansion? I think Mage is better than Hunter, although Hunter has the highest win rate. I think Mage is the best. Silas? I hope he Silases. Somebody zombified Taylor. The aliens challenged us. Who's Taylor?
My compliments to the chef.
Can we agree that Khalil Gibran is at least top 5 out of all their songs? I can't agree with that, but I can't disagree either. Another one that, like, I think I'd be foolish to disagree with. It's incredible. Miracle Mile is also... I really think that for a while they were like the most underrated band for like 10 years. The self-titled, Jupiter, Reptilian, and then Miracle Mile, I think are their first 4 albums, right? Like, there's like 2 bad songs maybe, or 0. There's like somewhere between like 0 and 2 bad songs. yeah, I know it's on Miracle Mile. Any general tips for Arena? Yeah, get a Hearthstone deck tracker. Get deck tracker. It's a very helpful tool. So you can keep track of what's in your deck and play to your outs. And then get some drafting software to help you kind of help you with the draft. Hearth Arena, I think, is pretty good. I think there's a Light Forged one, or like a Hearth. I don't know what the chat knows. Hearth Arena is pretty useful. And then tips for gameplay, like draft a strong curve, cheap minions. Make sure you have enough cheap minions. And then be okay with losing for a bit, because even the best players lose. So it's hard. They deserve millions and millions of dollars. Do they have that now? When I first saw them, I don't know. When I first found out about them, I think at least the first 2 albums were already out. And then, you know what? It's really funny. I listened to like the first 2 albums for a while, like, just like, I don't think Miracle Mile was out, but I just listened to those. And I remember like one day, and like Reptilian had been out for so long, I think like years maybe. And I just never really listened to it. I probably like, maybe you throw on Julius or something. And I was driving to work when I worked at Target. I was working out in Glendale. It was like this long ass, horrible hour-and-a-half drive. And I was like, all right, I'll just put on this album. And I remember like, my God, it blew me away. I remember that drive being like, why have I listened to those other 2 albums 47 times each before listening to Reptilian a first time straight through? So good. It's weird highlighting the cards on your side of the board and seeing the future, what will evolve into because of the slight stream delay. It is a little weird, huh? What if Cursed Blade was Priest Weapon instead of Warrior? Be a cooler card. Most underrated track on the album, Pierce, right here.
Zyrella versus Jaina.
The time for dreaming is over.
Most underrated.
For the light. For my daughter.
That bass line is so sick. Feels weird going from super high power level arena to a really low powered one. It does, I agree.
Is someone injured?
With a cherry on top.
She didn't play a 2-mana 3/2.
Don't keep your thoughts to yourself.
It's terrible.
Right away.
I also wish I didn't get a Ysera than Reamer.
A whirlwind of flavor.
See what else he's got in there.
To yourself.
Play a 2, could play a Brew. I think I'll just
With me, friend.
play the Brew and take my card back. I'm losing whatever I play, right? So
Were you followed?
yeah. Said before, I still think they have the most consistent discography of all time. That last album they put out was poo. I wanted to like it so much. Cause yeah, the 5th album, I don't know, what is it called? Being No One Going Nowhere? That's the name? I don't remember. The one that's got maps and Open Your Eyes. That's a good album too. There's like, I don't know if there's any bad tracks on that album either. I think it was a noticeable step down from Miracle Mile and whatever else we were talking about. From Miracle Mile and Reptilian. But still good. Like, it was like an 8 out of 10 or like a 9 out of 10. Instead of a 10 out of 10. Talking the good ones.
Fight me, you get burned.
Yeah, I would say they probably have 5 albums where I could argue in my, for my money, they didn't put out a bad song.
Is someone injured?
Sometimes some of them take an extra listen to, or another Santos. Thank you, Santos. Although cliche, I think the Beatles have the most consistency. Obviously, music preferences is very subjective. Yeah, I think there's some bands that have put out 10 good albums or whatever. Zeppelin for a while too. I mean, there's a reason people still care about Zeppelin and the Beatles 60, 70 years later.
What a delight.
My Money Charmander's the best Pokemon because he's got the Fire Blast. A lot of Pokemon have the Fire Blast.
You get burned.
This is the only song I know, but I learned about them in college. They played at the WoW Hall, and I can't remember if I went. That's a sign of a good concert, or a good potential concert.
Don't keep your thoughts to
I
yourself.
don't remember if I went.
Were you followed?
Could be Pressure Plate, maybe?
Once upon a time.
Top 3 favorite Starfucker songs? That's hard. Maybe German Love. Oh, number 1 is Mystery Cloud, easily. Mystery Cloud is my favorite. German Love, pop song. I really like Julius, although I think it was a B-side on one of the albums. Not exactly sure.
Down!
Violence can hit my guy, which is kind of bad. But it could also hit his guy, which would be really good. I get to double corrupt my things too. And if I hit his face, it's good too. As long as it doesn't hit my Murazond.
With a cherry
To like look at everything.
A whirlwind of flavor.
It's hard. It's easier probably to do like favorite off of each album, although Miracle Mile's tough too. Khalil, Malmo, Says, While I'm Alive. Oh my god. Golden Light. Oh man. That doesn't seem good. Oh, maybe I could just do that.
Gotcha.
Snake Trap? Pardon me? I mean, why even bother?
Where you followed?
Wish I could get counterspell it, but I guess this is sort of like a counterspell.
Your time has come!
Prepare for the grand finale, that's okay. We'll just mass hysteria, right? I just had to be triple mischievous imp. Oh, that's the 4-drop? Yeah, that card's nasty. You know, I guess it's good for us, but it could have been better too. Just get the Ysera down now. We're not burning cards, we got some time. This ain't bad either. If this was a 2-drop, or if I had 10 mana, I would just play these two. You're all infused. Yeah, I'm glad we got 3 wins. I'm glad we... Yeah, that was a pretty clear grand finale, but finding and taking the Oh My Yogg, it hits your 4-1, you're, you know, really like that play. How does Fire Eater work with the Priest Hero power? It doesn't do anything.
Versus Jaina.
Red, would you like the band Razor Light? I've never heard of them.
Prevail. For
Are
the
they
light.
incredible?
For my daughter.
Heal? No, it increases the damage, so you'd think it would heal for 0, but I think it still just heals for 2 if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken.
Job's done.
You will be a word.
You will be a ready foe.
Where you followed?
Avenge, counter. Counter's so good to have. Avenge is so cheap. He has his coin. Let's take the Avenge. If he actually has the location, the Avenge might be more impactful.
It'll be our little secret.
Okay, well.
They're on to us.
Drink with me, friend.
I wouldn't have minded Ben taking the counterspell and being able to start the dragon, but that's okay. I think I'm still gonna play this next turn. Corrupts this, unless we find another 2 or
You
something.
fight me, you get burned. Turn it up.
Are there any brands that you're oddly loyal to? I'm Team Colgate for toothpaste. I don't know.
Where you
Not that
followed?
I can immediately think of. I mean, if it costs 0, I might as well take the most expensive one, right?
It'll be
Maybe we hold though. Right? Because then he could just give me a 1-drop. We could play it next turn maybe and scoop up a minion. Okay, that's bad, but maybe not that bad. If he trades a 3, okay, maybe not. It's either this and this. I guess I don't mind having the taunt down this turn either. If I take the 2-3, that's great.
Your mind is not your own.
This is a better card than this, but I don't have another dragon, so... Hey, we got the second best
They're on to us.
option, and sometimes that's all you can do. This album brings back so much high school nostalgia. Being young is better than being old. You have another spite? Oh yeah. Yeah. Guess I could have played them both. But I have cards in my deck I might actually want. Like a Penance would probably be good in the next few turns. Claw Machines. Guess I would rather be playing a 5-6 here though. Maybe I play this.
Once upon a
Then I... Yeah, well, every mage deck has nut cards, right? Let's do it like this. And then the Vengeful Visage can maybe stay relevant a little longer. Wonder how playable spell or minion would be that randomly swaps the cards in your hand's cost. I think it would be bad, but it might play it for the memes. They've had tavern brawls like that, and depending on exactly how it was coded, it would probably be really a toxic card to have. Your 10 drop costs 1 and your 1 drop costs 10 and the game ends. Iatarlia? Thank you. Great name. Fun to say. Definitely said it correct.
Secret agent coming!
The culprit was not tiny.
10-mana Cavern Dreamer would be balanced. That's true. Nah, it'd be a little bad at 10. Be a little bad at 10.
Here for a good time.
Doesn't seem very good.
plot twist.
Where you followed?
Pressure plate?
You know this candle.
I'm one
Queen has been on the British throne for 70 years. That's a long time. I didn't vote for it. We're so fucked.
The culprit was not.
If you make it look like explosive. Coaster and the infused meta is good. Yeah, it was good before. It's better now. This broom is sealing your doom, Redbeard. Yeah. Oh yeah, I have that up.
of a kind.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot that was up. Shit, Croc. Good trade there. Try to find like a death. Try to blow up the board, but then I'm just gonna die to whatever comes out here, right? See if we find a death or something. Light it burns. Let's do that, but let's do it later, maybe. That's gonna get eaten. We're kind of boned, I think. Well, that's a good card. 3-mana fireball to face, some 6/3 at the enemy bonus turn. Secret high roll. I don't think we beat a mage in 2.5 days. Rot Guts. Hey, thanks for the prime, Rot Guts. Got some Rot Guts of my own right now. These games just seem like they are foregone conclusions before they start. It's like they're all the same deck. One Thief, Pickrock, Pyroblast.
You asked for it. For
Guess he
the
didn't have
left, for my
a
daughter.
location. Trade Broom and Hysteria. I mean, then you just die to everything else in his hand, so you guarantee to lose that way. It's not a bad play. Well, it is a bad play because you can't come back after that to this next play. But it's not super relevant because you can't beat. You're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. But at least by holding, you give yourself probably like a 5 or a 10% chance that they don't have a handful of burn or premium minions or discover. 5% maybe. Hello, Red. What's up, Jow? How are you, buddy? How are you, Buster? What the hell is that?
The culprit was not tidy.
I don't really care if he's drawing cards. Let's try this.
Put some gloves on.
Really good, and you really good? Why really good? I'm doing pretty good. Dinner Performer didn't summon my only 1-drop when played on turn 4. Is this a thing? No.
Put some gloves on.
I could hold that, but... I'm very far away from infusing this. I don't think I want to skip my turn. Did you play... I played something that stopped me from summoning something earlier. Something that changed the cost of my cards in my deck. Like a deck of Lunacy, but for minions. Can't remember what it was. I'm in the hospital with a collapsed lung. Thanks for entertaining this terrible time. How did you collapse your lung? Sounds terrible, man.
Put some gloves.
Take care of yourself and feel better soon, please. Hello for the second time. I might have fallen asleep again. I fell asleep after the stream yesterday, only for a few hours, and I woke up at like 10. I almost turned on the stream, but I was like, maybe I don't want to. So I went back. I was up for like an hour and a half maybe. Then I fell back asleep from like 11 or 12 till like 5 or 6. I don't know. It's weird. I was like, well, I don't have anything to do, so who cares? How's the pain with the chest tube? So I got fucked. Sounds like it, unless There might have been a reason. I didn't understand why it didn't summon something for me. And then chat was like, oh, here's exactly why. I was like, oh, okay. Oh.
Put some gloves on.
They put it in this morning. I am a skinny, tall, healthy male. Wait, did we establish how your lung collapsed? It can happen to young, healthy people, often thin, tall males. Like, just because? Just for existing? So what you're saying is I should get fatter. Very ahead of you there. Thinking about ordering a pizza for breakfast.
Share the wealth.
Wish my opponents would play generous, mummy. You just have to lose enough games, don't worry. As long as you lose enough games, you should be fine. It's called a spontaneous pneumothorax. Pneumothorax. I have Sky Talon as my only one drop. I played her on turn 4 with 1 mana remaining. Shouldn't have summoned it, or am I missing something? Do you have a link to the replay? I'll look at it.
Cyrilla versus
I hate it when I forget to order double meat on my pizza and my lung collapses.
For the light. For
Would you
my
like some
daughter.
Brazilian song? Only when they're made with the lady's butt. But yes, I am a fan. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? It's like a constant burning feeling in my chest and on my back and in my shoulder. Are they giving you medication? There's no good rhyme or reason in young people beyond the fact that lung development underpaces chest elongation. Huh. Well, if anybody needs to call me in to solve the mystery, let me know. Got some theories. I think perhaps while he's sleeping, somebody may have stuck an air pump in his mouth and blew him up a little too much, and then it overexpanded, then it deflated as a result. But nobody told him, or the doctors. That can happen. If that song is in the form of a gaseous air leaving a Brazilian woman's behind, then yes. My favorite song.
The culprit was not tidy.
Percocet every 6 hours, my god. Who here's a doctor? Fyrom and Dr. Sauceman? If I'm ever dying, can you guys give me reduced cost medical services? Thank you in advance.
Don't keep your thoughts to yourself.
Oh my god. I should have looked for a 2 first. Ha 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 ha, Kripali says. Come on, you're getting good scientific advice here. Make sure to keep fiber in your diet with that much oxycodone. Yes. Also remember to do what the doctors say. It only costs an arm instead of an arm and a leg. Well, that's a better deal, I guess. As long as you don't sue me. I make no promises. My main source of income right now is deceiving internet doctors, acquiring free care, and then suing them for all they're worth. Alright, back to electronic beeps and buzzes. Sure. Idol of Yasharaj? Yasharj? What am I doing next turn? That? Plus that? I'm sure we'll make it, right? I'm going to bed, Mr. Red. Put you on the TV. Alright, later, Pierce. What do you mean going to bed? It's 12:30. Living a normal human life now? What the hell are you doing? What the hell are you talking about? Darn it.
Hey, I got you, friend.
Not a bad card, I guess. Fedora Venusaur. Thank you, Fedora Venusaur. I don't think that's a real person, but thank you. I think that's a bot. I need my beeps and buzzes. Me too. Me too. Me. No, no, no. I need that too. God damn it. Couldn't kill it. I needed it. Oh wait, I needed. This only deals 7? Oh. Well, then actually it's probably better that he made the trade for us. Hope you get better. Me too. I'll post my state position license number in case you want a head start on suing me. Okay. Is it 7?
One ticket.
That guy drafted an inconspicuous rider in his Demon Hunter deck. I suppose there's a world where a 3-mana 2/2 isn't the worst pick, but frankly, that's not the world I want to live in. I'll probably get Proto Drake or Claw Machine or Wrapped Golem, but certainly not some shitter. Probably better to just play the Wrapped Golem, honestly, but
This world holds many terrors.
that's actually not the worst thing we could get.
Place to hide.
With the Penance in hand. Some lifesteal, at least. Great, you got any ideas for the new emote slot? I'm guessing you're close. We have some empty slots, I think. Emotes? Viewer rewards? Viewer rewards. Emotes. I have 4 open slots. They give me 33 emote slots. And only 5 animated. I feel like it would be nice if I could trade some for some, you know what I mean?
Gotcha.
You know what? Let's shoot here so we can push 10. We don't get to play this, but that's fine. Because if I play this and it hits something, then I'm not pushing any damage. There's a frog going absolutely nuts outside. You gonna take him in, put him in a box?
Stone Legion, to victor!
Batboy, Llama are good candidates for an emote.
Stone
To make them or to have one made of them?
I yield for now.
Damage to priest 10/10, but there's no follow-up. Yeah, not much you can do when you've got a Wasteland Scorpion, a Kartut Defender, a Faceless Lurker, an Inconspicuous Rider. We talk about how unlucky we get with the quality of our opponents when they're just dumping on us. I'd say we got lucky that that was a 4-win deck, because that looked like a 0-win deck, right? They probably played it really well in the first 6 games, and maybe this one too. Or they've got, you know, a Nathria or 2 cycles or something. We just didn't see them and got lucky there.
Versus Gul'dan.
What happens when Frogos go nuts? You get baby Frogos.
For the light.
Remember that
For my
YouTube video of that
daughter.
frog helping his tadpoles into the river? They were stuck in the mud. I related to the mud in that. I pay rent monthly for this. Yeah, you love that thing. It's It's really, you know, it's a really popular emote. Wilsner, welcome Wilsner to the channel. I was just thinking we could use a buttload of new followers. Just doing a little tap, tap, tap. Give me a duster this turn. I like waiting because next turn we can play a hunter or a rogue secret. If we want, we'll see what we draw. I don't want to be obligated to play a paladin secret if we want to play the secret this turn. And if we get a real 4-drop, we can maybe find a mage secret, which is, I think, better.
Were you followed?
I mean, as we're not leaving anything up, the Shadow Clone doesn't really do anything, so he might not be able to clear. He might only be able to clear one thing. If he clears it all, well, that's bad.
Grade's getting low.
Maybe he's wasting his coin though. That would be a little more serviceable. All right, sure. Quote unquote wasting it.
A place to hide.
What are those little orange newt friends you see around? Those are adolescents. Their true form is a brownish green one with swimming tail. I don't know about that.
The exit is this way.
No, not at all. Whenever you restore health, do something. Or you'll do fucking nothing. This is better than a claw machine. Might be able to keep 2 minions this way. Where do you see orange newts?
A place to hide.
I don't have 2 minions. Picking up a dragon would be delightful. Guess I can just play that. Well, I'm gonna want to play that. This is kind of a bad turn to draw that. Probably can't skip it. We'll see what he... Jeez Louise, Mamba, how are you? Sorry. Let me go read a little piece of chat while I have a moment. Thank you, Mamba. Good talking to you. Well, we didn't really get to talk this morning, but good seeing you. I feel like I've been hanging out with Mamba all day. Hey, where's the goddamn emote? My tab complete ain't working. Oh god. Thank you so much, Mamba. Golly. I was lurking in Dexter's chat. Mama made an appearance there as well. Thank you so much, man. I hope life is good. Did the Dodgers play today? I saw we were walloping everybody. We're on like a non-stop walloping streak. Finally a day off. We need a break. I'm beating everybody. Who's in there? Cool Fool? Borlinator? The Borlinator? Hey, I haven't seen the Borlinator in a while. Captain Awesome. Amaranth. The bag one. Oh, the bag one's so great. Love that guy. Medic that's okay. Pebbles. Customized. Man, there's so many people. Oh, wait. Oh, G Baby. I thought that was Gabby.
I see your
I got you, friend.
The culprit was not tidy.
Who said what there? Dodge subs like a champ. I realized Arbor Up is in. Yeah, I have seen it like probably from Puzzle Box, but nothing else. But how's life, Mr. Mamba? Thank you again. You excited? We're almost to football season, which means we're almost to basketball season and hockey season. Oh, only a month to go till football. What'd you do to purge your grandpa closet smell? I farted a lot in there. Now it doesn't smell like grandpa's closet, it smells like grandpa's bathroom. I don't know, man, I leave the window open all the time. I actually think the grandpa smell comes from outside. I think I'm only like 25% responsible for it.
A little fire never hurt nobody.
Thanks for this up. Anytime, G baby. Anytime, it's all from me. Well, Mamba, but no. Ay, I want to hit him.
Put some gloves on.
Drink with me, friend.
I want that effect. What if he has like a Deathwing or 10-10 Rush or something? Go Kings, go. Yeah, I think we're going to be good this year. We picked up Kevin Fiala for the low cost of a first round pick, and he gave up another defensive prospect, I think, right? Okay, it would have been better if I had killed this guy, I guess. Wrapped Golem is good. That dies.
Put some gloves on.
Those die. Yeah. If they can make the playoffs again, no guarantee, but if they can make the playoffs and win a round, I think that'd be sick. This is fine. As long as he's not burning my Draconic Studies or my dragons. The rest of the stuff he burned was okay. Oh, well, maybe not. Is there an area of LA or a type of person who's a Clippers fan? Yeah, there's Clippers fans. It's much more of a clearly Lakers town than Clippers town, but even when the Clippers are good and the Lakers are bad. 60 years of winning history will do that, right?
Put some gloves on.
But yeah. I'm sorry, but I'm a Ducks fan, that's okay. I'm a Kings fan. I'm a Sonics fan. I can't imagine living in LA and not backing the Lakers. People, they're Clippers fans, but yeah, it's a minority of the population, and I mean tickets are so much cheaper for the Clippers, and tickets for the Lakers are so expensive. So that too, like if you actually want to go and see them live, it's really hard to get in the building, I think. You gave Misha wind fury? Yeah, I don't think he was dead if you didn't double bump. Welcome everybody, courtesy of Mamba. I hope you guys appreciate it. If you see Mamba anywhere around, give him a thanks, give him a shout out, give him a what's up from me and from Dexter and from Cantaloupe and from Zeddy and Pizza, all these fortuitous streamers supported by the one and only Mamba forever. This gentle man has gifted 1,876 subs to this channel. The Clippers are supposed to move out of Staples into the old Forum in 2 years. Oh, really? I think I went to the Forum once after they redid it, and it was really nice. It was, I think I went like 10 times when it was the old Forum. It was not nice. It was just always a pain in the ass getting there. I don't really know if there's like an easy way to get from the Valley to the Forum in Inglewood, but I know we would just take the red line from the Valley like straight to 7th, but you could, if you wanted to switch one train, you could get let off right in front of Staples Center. We just walked like 4, 5, 6 blocks or whatever. What happened to my guy?
Where you followed?
Avenge. I think at some point I'd like to just take some extra cards, maybe. Those aren't terrible cards to get back, but I could wait. We could do it next turn, maybe get this back. He pings, he trades. We could get both of them back and play them both. Or we can play double cross. I think because he's doing this, I'm down to just put both on board. Oh, if I get the 3-drop, then I can't, though.
Where you followed?
Freezing's really good. But I think Oh My Yogg will be better for us because he has the 1/2s, right? I was kind of hoping for like an explosive or something, you know, something like that.
Destiny.
A whirlwind of flavor.
Penance is good. Remove 2 power. Corrupt our guy. Gonna be a little close here. I caught a sub while I was AFK. Thanks, Mama. Hey, Bort, congrats, and thank you again. Yes, to Mama, please. Please. Plus, we get to hear Red Zesty for a while, which is nice, too. Ooh. Ooh la la, is he trading? I have no qualms with that. Holy smokes. He could have just froze it and pushed 6, developed a 2/2. Instead, he skipped his turn. That, I would say, is probably not correct. That's not good. That was not a well-executed turn.
Whirlwind of flavor.
Yeah, it was a mistake, but we'll take it, right?
A place to hide.
Hey, I got you, friend.
Try to get this down before Deathborn is really good. You didn't need to trade the 1/1? I don't think so, no. And even if you really, like, you're just like, I really want to do that, I think you should just freeze the thing and then make the trade. You can get the 2/2, right? But I don't think they did what they meant to do, necessarily. Really want to get this out. 3 minions in hand. So I can rush. But if he has 3 minions, this might be the best turn to play this.
It was not.
So I don't have to penance. I could just do this. And then this is the most damage. I probably should have traded here first. Yeah. In case it hits here.
Place to hide.
Now he freezes a 1/2. Yeah. A little frightening that this is these are his plays. Volupt, Weasley, and Fiom, thank you guys for the follow, and thank you once again for the, I mean, I'm still only doing like probably 1% of the thanks that the man deserves, but thank you to Mamba forever, okay? Chat, okay? Without him, we'd all be lost. They don't want to trade a 4/1 into these 1/1s. I'm not that low, right? This mage's at 6 wins. Well, this card will carry you, right? We need him to try to play something.
Play by the rules.
Mass Hysteria. What does that do for me? I don't know, but it's probably better next turn.
Gotcha.
I'm kind of low, but I don't feel low enough that I'm like, I feel like I'm gonna die. You're the saint who gifted me my first ever sub. He is a saint. So we can penance the 8/1. Or he can just give us a bunch of stuff on board that could be good for some reason. 8, 11. I can double penance. 11, 8, and trade. What is going on here? Oh my god, and he's just trading for me. Okay. Well, there's that too. I guess I don't need to penance it then.
Don't keep your
Paid
thoughts
actor.
to yourself.
Oh man. That's not ideal. So we'll see. We might not need to make it cost 0. Already have Oh My Yogg. I guess we can take this? Maybe we're overcommitting, I don't know. This person is an absolute mad lad. They definitely could have killed us already. Maybe they have a Sire Denatharius. And they're just like, well, I'm just gonna keep blowing up the board and it doesn't matter what I do. Hey Tram, what's up, dude? Good morning. Sire incoming, maybe.
We'll be fine. It wasn't that big.
Right away. Just they're on to us. Come on,
The card play
No
was
Deathwing.
not tidy.
Red got paid for the Runeterra bounty. Absolutely not a paid actor. Red can't afford that. He's an unpaid actor. I'm so lost with how this game played out in this way. Maybe he has 3 Sanctums and he just drew them a lot. 1 day off of work and then 2 days off. You deserve time off, Kripali. Isn't that your favorite card, Red? Which card? Sorry? Which one?
Cyrilla versus Thrall.
I feel like you've been fulfilling that Runeterra bounty for 2 months. We did it 3 times. If it comes up a 4th time, I'm gonna do it. I like that game. I think it's cool. I actually was watching Mitch Flower Power play Runeterra earlier today. He was playing Super Mario Brothers and then switched to the bounty. And I was like, oh, cool. Hung out for a bit.
Don't keep your thoughts to yourself.
Truly, we
You can get a
live in
Draconic
age
Study,
of
so you can get like a
wonder.
1 mana heal for 5.
The ones.
I'll tell you which one I would rather have. A good one. Arcanosaur. Oh god, no, I hate that card. I like dinosaurs, but I hate that one. Go like 2-1. Then he has a better trade. Kind of want the ability to go 4 Raised Dead or 4.1. It'd be delightful if he just didn't attack. Like, really good. What about Tyrannosaur? What's a Tyrannosaur? Why would you not attack?
Mojo magic. Ah!
It's odd. I don't know. I think it could be right to just play the Acolyte. God damn you. God damn you. Probably the Onyxia is better than the Drake. We have a play for next turn, even if they're not exactly what I want now. I would vibe with you, but I'm on mobile. You could still vibe.
I don't need any of you.
Yeah, I'll take that one instead.
Your mind is not your own.
Hey, is Mamba still here? Just throwing on a... I should have done this already. Throwing on a little black Mamba. And thanks again to Tram, Mamba, Savage Brute. 1 mana take his guy, or 0 mana take his guy and get back kind of crappier minions. I think that's fine, right? Yeah.
Don't Don't keep your thoughts to yourself.
The wand
Dance, puppet.
picks you.
Dance.
That's not great for me.
This might sting.
I'll trade that off before we deal more damage and gains back more life. I think 3 small minions is better probably here too. Turn 8 could be a dream. Yeah, it could be. I like this before this because this gives us better odds to copy this
It'll
card.
be our little secret.
Why is everybody playing all this crap against us? It's wonderful. Antonio the Oaf. Thank you. Antonio the Oaf. Alright, so we can double trade there. Oftentimes I feel like it can be nice to just get rid of the pings. We're trying to go back into this. Maybe we go into here. Didn't play around Silas? No. No, I want him to Silas here. I need that totem. What the fuck did I do? Did everything.
One shot,
And nothing.
one kill.
That heal actually is kind of annoying. We could die to a bloodlust here, huh? We could legitimately just die to a bloodlust. Sorry, chat. It is a dream. I wish to live the dream. Don't get me wrong. But I'd rather not die if possible. I like copying Proto more because it doesn't die to Earthquake. Yeah, that's true. But copying the 7-drop is kind of like not great, right? Because you just don't have a lot of board space for all the 1/1s that are gonna proc. I need 2 damage? How do I get 2?
Guide my
I'm sorry, chat. Trying to win the damn game.
You're not laughing.
That minion already.
Lethal? I don't think so, did we? Copy the 3-2 rush. Rush doesn't get to go face. Rush and charge are different. He has to roll a taunt totem? Oh no, he doesn't. He gets a thing. So we actually can't push anything here.
Is someone injured?
Copy the rush, red. Copy the rush, red, you idiot.
Were you followed?
We're actually kind of not in a great spot here. I've noticed.
It'll be our little secret.
Can you clear the taunt with rush? Oh, was that? You had lethal? Alright. Well then I hope I don't die, because I'd be bummed, because it would be my fault. 19. You guys are right. We're 2 off? No, I was just setting up, etc, etc. No, I think we might have had lethals. There's at least now a 2% possibility that it was indeed lethal. I feel stupid now, sorry guys. I don't feel stupid. I feel smarter for having taught so many people how to get better at this game. I mean, lethal is just but a word, is it not? Extended BM. Dreads is very toxic. Dreads is very toxic right now. He has COVID. He needs to get better soon. I had to fill in for him today. Streaming 17-hour days. I can't be doing this every day.
For my daughter.
Redbeard would have eaten his shoe live on Twitch if he had lost. I would have. Would have had a little schnacky poo. Would have consumed some Italian leather. My Giorgio Fartanis. This is not ideal. Let's give him a little greetings.
You will be a worthy foe.
Sweet Willy.
Let me work my magic.
Just cast it right now.
I cannot play that.
Don't keep your thoughts to yourself.
Bleh.
Delicious party.
Yeah.
Culprit was
I'll just take both of them back before he gives me the bat back. I think so. All right, these are, you know, if I draw another 5-drop, maybe we can piece together a turn. I think Blizzard should port Hearthstone to console. Hearthstone seems simple enough, but Magic port might be harder. Yeah, I think they should. I think the Nintendo Entertainment System would be a good console to port it to. That's a deadly shot. That could have hit my 2-1, but still only hit my 3-2.
Don't keep your thoughts to yourself.
I guess part of it, you're probably sitting there like,
Hey, I got you, friend.
my opponent's for sure just playing, you know, at some point 2 more shitters, but man, that's a pretty shit turn. Fairground Fool or Tar, which one is a better 3? I mean, Tar Creeper's a better 3 on 3, right? Unquestionably. Fairground Fool is a better card in, you know, turn 4, 5, 6 if you can get it corrupted early. But I would say Tar Creeper's a better card in general on 3. Well, all the time. Like, you want to treat Fairground Fool more like a 5-drop. And it's hard to get real 3-drops in this meta, I feel. Nice Zoo Priest is pretty good. Pretty good Zoo Priest. With the way our opening hand looked, I was quite worried initially. We would just be kind of dead before the game got going.
A charming composition.
So we hit, we smite, we trade. Yeah, sure.
Come on,
Okay.
The fact that I have to throw in a 2-3 kind of sucks, but I've got next turn wrapped up, so the 4-cost spell doesn't do a ton of good for us. And then if you're taking Idle, you're assuming you're going to be able to play Proto and nothing bad happens, and then Idle and then nothing bad happens. That seems
no creature
unlikely. No, don't do that much this turn. Do I save Dominion since it did 4? Then you have to give him a 2-2, right? You hit there. You trade. Right, don't you spawn a... Don't you have to trade those off with the Ogre, otherwise he gets a taunt? Unless I'm not... I don't know. I have to go back and look at it. That was my thought. The math didn't work out without giving him a 2-2. Get the 2-3 into the Ogre. Oh, well, I guess I'm playing around Mind Control deck, or I was that turn. He's only got a 75% win rate, Arlon. Oh, we're gonna try to lower it, but didn't he play it on 6, right? It's a lot less good on 6. It's a lot less good when you're going second, and it's a lot less good when you're at 3 or whatever. But it's still good, right? I mean, don't get me wrong. This is a guy that deadly shot our 3-2. I feel like I feel like I haven't been sick in like 4 years, man.
For the light.
Maybe
For
I
my
have
daughter.
that. Huh? Button? I hope she feels better soon. I hope you don't get sick. Am I crazy? This looks like a Hearthstone has failed us type moment. Alright, well, I think it's like 17 straight days with a visual. That's a bug that stops you from being able to play. I knew it looked funky. Part of that was just missing, right? How about 3? How about 3? Avenger's okay. I went first. No, I went second. I think I'll take the rune. And I guess I hit because I'm gonna play the Duster next turn. Flawless game. Oh man, I don't even know like how to report a bug like this. Game always fails. Alright, Redbeard, which cards did you play and what caused it? All of them? Dread's infected you over Twitch. I hope not. Nosna, thanks for the follow. Nosna. Healing it doesn't do a ton. Using that when I'm not gaining any health doesn't feel like it does a ton either. That's not great for me. We wanted him to play a 4-1 Divine Shield. There's this weird break in the middle of the song. It's really annoying. Why the initial trade? Because I want to kill one of those things or both of them, and I can always just shoot it with penance. You have to go through it, right? Like you're not going to be able to ignore it forever. You're going to have to go through the Targ Reaper. Good morning, D-Jans. Hey, Jane, how are you? Oh god, we have to try to get over 1,000 viewers, though. We need to see if we can acquire 1,000. Maybe. That's a problem. I think this probably increases our odds of getting a mass hysteria, right? Or that does what we want. What if I shoot it first? Are we at a point where we have to do that? I don't know, but it just feels like there's so much on board that it should work out, right? It just feels like, you know, a lot of that probably is more likely to happen than not happen, right? Okay, bunch of little cubs. I have to chat this morning. Is everybody dead? Everybody's dead this morning. It's terrible. Everybody died. Poet made us a pasta dish and killed us all. Those are good. And beautiful. I got COVID and I'm not very talkative. The man doesn't have to talk. Hey, Stever, what's up, dude? How problematic is that? Not so much. Oh, did I do that in the wrong order? Oh dear. I thought I could dream this turn. Shit. Ooh, did I float mana that turn? I mean, I'd rather have not healed. We should have played the dragon, then played it and missed a heal. Now we take 10. Gosh darn it. I have a long day tomorrow, so I gotta sleep, but I'm wide awake. How many hours today did you spend napping? Okay, I have an issue because I think this might be collateral damage. Collateral damage. Which means this is kind of bad to be spitting out the 1/1s. But if it's not collateral and it's saving us some face damage, it's kind of good too. I guess if it is collateral, doesn't push that much, and then he's probably got to swing into here. Just get a hero power though. He kind of can't wait though. He has to do it this turn, I think. Well, no, because we are gonna go wide, and their best chance might be to hope that we play a bunch of minions that get kind of beaten by collateral. I could just play it on like a cleric or something, right? We don't get the damage, but all golden decks just got hella more expensive with Renathal. I see you, Blizzard. Yeah, that's true. Dragon and Sister over the Golem. I like having the Golem down. It puts a lot of pressure on people. I guess so does Dragon and Sister. Every time I beat a location card, I celebrate. Celebrate good times. I will. You deserve to celebrate, my fair-weathered friend. Clerk took one for the team. Yeah, I kind of thought about that too. Collateral, having an extra minion that doesn't care about collateral. It's gonna be another 12. Well, we got 10. We need to avoid the wild seed cards or whatever. Ms. Feel. Wait, is Ms. Feel the world famous porn star Ms. Feel? What's up? Hey, Umi. Alright, let's play a minion. It's a pretty good hand. We get his Arlen. Darn it. That's actually a pretty good card too. If we can pick up a 4 in the next few turns. Which means maybe we take something like a Scalebane? I guess not, because we're going to go 2, 3. So even if we get a Scalebane, we won't be able to play it on 4. Going first, I don't think I want that. 3, then 3 and 1. Let's take an Avenge. You might kill a minion from hand with a spell, but not attack with them. Not, I mean, I meant later. Another Hunter. Our deck seems to match up pretty well against Hunters. 2 Penance, good hero power for such trivial behavior. Okay, so that's coming down next turn, probably. So I don't really want to play that. I want to corrupt both of those. I guess I could have it cost 4. Wish I could brew it and replay it. That's what I wish. Might be worth it to just do this and this. Heal it and brew it. I hate it. Maybe it's worth it to just throw out the Avenge this turn instead of the heal. The issue is so many cards already that I think we want to corrupt both of these, and then our Raise Dead gets better. Turn 6 gets really good. So we kind of have a bad 4. We hope we have a good 5. Hot guys play Hunter. True. So many hot guys play Hunter. Ugly trolls play Priest. Do you like the corrupt mechanic? I do. I like corrupt. I like confuse. I like tradable. I like dredge. I like spellburst too. For the love of God. Oh, that's fine. Oh, that's so good. Alright, next turn should be good. Wish I could craft a Golden Fukin Renathal. This is some major BS. He's unlockable on the thing or no? Wait, how the hell do I deal 2? Why the hell did I draw that after? Why the hell did I draw that after all my guys died? Guess I'm a troll, me too. Sorry, Priest player. But thanks for being here, man. Been delightful to have you. I never understand what this card does. After your hero attacks a minion, your minions attack it too. That's bad for me. I heard Overkill is your favorite mechanic next to Joust. You say that like I adamantly despise those things. I don't like them. But I mean, I think they're better than Dormant. You can craft him for $15? Yeah, but I'm broke. Oh, you can only get him on the thing? On the reward track? This card just says like all of your minions have charge. Or rush, I guess. It's really annoying. Blackwing next turn if we need it. Probably Azir over Malagos. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm taking Malagos. I don't think we'll Malagos next turn. But we might. We actually get 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6 spells, and most of them are good. Okay, so he's got a rush minion. It's kind of annoying. Infuse and honorable kill are so cool. Are they? Alright. They're pretty cool. I think it has rush Zeddy. This is the first meta in a while where it doesn't feel like everyone has an answer to every board, and I actually find that quite refreshing. It did feel like for a while like everybody just had, it was just like you just get an infinite amount of answers to everything. It's like, well, I'll play my 2 mana 2/3 mana, sure hope it sticks. Nope, never. Nothing ever sticks. It's interesting because he's well, I guess he's not worried about get down. He should be worried about get down, but he's not, I guess. This is bad because he can play a secret, and the secrets are bad for us too. But I suppose if it's... Oh yeah, that's... but it's Avenge though. Anyway. Could just get this down. Stops a snake trap from being a problem for this card for now. Don't mind the Malagos either. If you get the trade and it's explosive, or if it is freezing, drop the Malagos maybe. Just get all the penances and all your value before you're too low. See what he does. He's gonna say collateral. I'm totally cool with collateral here. Man, I want to play this though. This could kill him next turn. He doesn't do anything about it. I suppose we can get the Malagos, draw a full hand. And then spend some of the mana, right? Respect. You think it's freezing? Could be. There's not too much we can do about it though. He's gonna trade there. Yeah, there's really nothing we can do about it. At this point, I don't really care about his life total anymore because... Hey, Llama, can you save your VODs to your goddamn channel? Thank you for the sub. And I'm sorry that you don't play anymore. Beloved Hearthstone. He kind of has to kill... Oh no, because he healed. Because I healed him? 12, 17? Maybe we're okay. No, not okay. Interesting. Well, if we roll a Nozdormu, I think we're okay. After your hero attacks and kills a minion, I can attack again. Well, that probably won't be happening either. 8, 13. My guy died. That seems unlikely. Maybe not too unlikely. Llama is such a troll. He is a troll, yeah. Millie Bully. What's up, Millie Bully? And thanks again to Llama for the 12 months. I would have guessed at least 13. I stopped playing Arena when they nerfed the rewards. It does feel like they nerfed the rewards a long time ago. These are not the cards I'm looking for. I don't know. There's a game, I have to guess a nature spell, do something. This feels problematic. Ysera's tough to beat, right? I guess that's the lesson we're learning. Alright, he's got 12, we've got 11. How much does this guy cost? He's 7? He still has a dream, right? I need like a Scorcher, actually. Yeah, Scorcher would be delightful. Interesting. That is not Scorcher. Do I have a Scorcher? Is my deck tracker even working? I feel like I played Scorcher like half an hour ago. Oh, we closed Hearthstone and reopened it. I don't think it's working anymore. Well, I just deleted my deck tracker and I don't know what's in my goddamn deck tracker right now. Or in my deck still. Better than the shitty 7 mana 2/4, yeah. You can always dream, so I don't think this does anything. I also just don't remember what's in my deck. I don't know if I have to heal or if I should have killed Ysera. I was running out of time. No spells in deck? Are you sure? Oh, right. I drew them all with Malagos, duh. You're right. What does he still have? He still has a Dream and an Awakens, no? Unless I'm mistaken. Is the light that burns affected by spell power? I don't know. That's a good question, though. I don't think we can get out of this. The mass hysteria probably cost us. Killing our 4/9 seemed unlikely. And then just Ysera, right? We discovered a Malagos, but the difference between Malagos and Ysera seems dramatic. Mamba, thanks. Sorry I missed it earlier. I think Mamba has left us, but I don't know. It is just targeted at a light bomb, which has never been affected by spell power because the spell itself doesn't do any damage. I think that one does though, doesn't it? It doesn't say like force a minion to deal damage to itself. What's the exact wording? Like, it deals damage to a minion equal to its attack, so I think it should actually be affected. What's my average win per run? 9.5. 5, 9, 10, 11. Dude, we're really kind of close to lethal here. I don't think we can live. Flame Ward, yeah, Flame Ward or Explosive. The problem is even, like, we can't even get him to test, right? Like, the minute he tests for it, it's like, well, I won't go face, then the freezing procs, and then he kills us. Isn't it the spell doing damage, but it's specified damage that can't be increased? Looks like I'm wrong then, Fozzie. I've had my 5/6 deal 6 damage to itself. From which card? Light Bomb or the light it burns? Close game. I think this deck, it needed that. It needed the location, right? It needed a broken legendary to get there. It needed a Ysera to not be discovered, probably. And we probably could have won that without the Ysera, right? Well, definitely without the Ysera. I think there might have been lines we could have taken that we would have ended up winning that one, though. It was at 5. It felt like they were holding things... Like they must have had a good dream or a good awakens, like, way earlier than... I don't know if they ended up ever even